Hi, welcome to Demo Garage. I'm Steven, and in today's episode, I'm going to be reinstalling this windshield. This was one of the most difficult things I've done with the TVR, which is saying a lot. Well, I'm glad you're joining me. I hope you learn from my insights, and let me show you how I did that. And I'm really pleased how this is looking. I have started on the front, and I've had problems. The dash was so close in the front that it did not allow me to install the trim. So I'm unfortunately having to dig in here and undo all of this situation. I had to pull this dash back so that I could install the seal. I'm purposely not showing you what's going on here because I realized the clip that I shot telling you about all this didn't have any audio, and I guess I keep forgetting to turn on my microphone. So anyway, so in the next clip you're going to see a little bit more of the trim trim situation. But I'm reshooting this clip to tell you that unfortunately this new dash recover was up too close to the TVR body line that I had to go in and undo all these screws, pull out the everything I had hoped was permanently installed, like the glove box. I had to pull all that out. I had to go in here, I had to take out, the windshield washing, nozzle, all that good stuff. It was a pain in the ass. I'm kind of done laying on my back, working on this stuff. I'm very excited to have this portion of the restoration behind me. So it's all loose, and you'll see in the next couple of clips that I'm installing the front rubber. I'll be installing the windshield tomorrow, and I'll bring you back when I got something to show you. Okay, so I got the dash loose, and it was a pain in the backside, but needed to be done. There was no way to jam this seal in with it on and tight. So that's loose. Had to pull off the glove box so I could reach in again and remove the windshield washer. I now have the seal put on as good as I can. Tried to jam as much into the corners as possible. And then from here, I've marked the center, and I'm going to add an inch of additional material on both sides. So it's basically laid it out, and then so 2 additional inches that will help get pushed back. It was 3 on the back and 2 in the front. That's what Andrew says to do. So that's what I'm going to do. The back has worked out pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these 2, and then I'll bring it back. Okay, so here's what an extra 2 inches, inch per side looks like. And I've got the seam trim there. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that 3M weather strip adhesive. Let it get to the point where it's not tacky anymore, and then go ahead and join them together like I have here. And then I'll probably let that dry a little bit, and then I'll work this extra material around. And I'm not going to worry about it because it worked out fine on the back. But I'll just start putting it on, and it compresses and works into the corners and might help with this situation. Of course, when this gets rotated into alignment where the glass is, that helps a lot too. So that extra material will probably get pushed into the 2 corners. I am hoping to get this windshield in this weekend. It's about noon on Saturday. Today is April 5th, I think. So I think I'm gonna get this glued up and then kind of leave it alone to dry and get good, and then I might try and put that windshield in tomorrow sometime. But there's some stuff I can work on. The front windshield needs to be cleaned up. And yep, so let me go ahead and glue those together. I'm just gonna use that material, put a thin coat on both sides, and then I won't let them touch. And then when it's not tacky anymore, I'll glue them together and press them onto the frame, you know, the windshield frame. And yep, so I probably won't bring you back for another clip until I've either trying to deal with the extra material in the corners, or maybe just after doing that. But yep, so I'm going to set up that seal with the glue. I'll bring it back. Okay, so you can see I'm ready to put in the front windshield. I've worked the extra material into the channel, and because I'm spraying this with lubricant, I've got some towels down to protect the dash. So like the last one, I'm going to try and slide the bottom of the windshield into this channel. So wish me luck. Kind of hard to get my hands in there. Okay, so far I haven't gotten it started in the channel yet. Guess I need to get that tool out. I might need to shift this over a little bit too. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yeah, I gotta shift it. Let's see what that does. You know what? I think I'm gonna try a new technique. Hold on. I just remembered I got a bunch of these plastic door shims, and I'm wondering if I can't somehow use them to help keep the channel open. This might not work, but okay, that's not good. think maybe I need to see some attention around the sides a little bit. Okay, I don't think those shims are helping. Okay, so this isn't working so good. Oh, I think I just got part of it in. Okay, all right. So I see I need to slide this way a little bit. Okay. Okay, the bottom's in from about here to here. It seemed to have helped to rotate the windshield up a little bit. Okay, starting to get that bottom edge in now. All right, so I think this video clip is gonna get boring. I'm just gonna start continuing to try and work this lip around. So I'll bring you back with another clip when I got something more interesting to show you. Okay, so I'm having some issues trying to work my way up. And then this is so far off that I'm not 100% sure what to do here. I think I need to tip this back and reach in and try and maybe rotate the rubber up. Maybe I can work the corners or something that way. So I think that's going to be my technique now. I think I'm going to tip this up and rotate the trim and try and get this corner a little closer. I'll bring it back. Okay, so I've gotten the glass it's out a little bit here, but every time I slide it this way, then it seems like it's should be slid back the other way. I have kind of rotated this up and kind of got it barely started. You can see the seal has come off of the frame. This is really delicate, scary work. I'm a little afraid, but I got nothing else to do other than just keep working slowly and working it around. I'm reaching in from the inside and trying to kind of push this back both onto the rail in the car and onto the glass here. So I'm gonna keep working on little sections here, And then at some point it might make sense for me to go to the other side and try it. But here's another clip in the progress so far. Okay, so here's another clip. I think it's actually worse than it was before. So I got the window in the corner there, but now it's popped out from along this edge. And I got nothing else to do but keep going and keep trying and keep lubricating and keep pushing. This is a lot of work. This is tough. So if I have any success or failure, I shall bring you back. Okay, bringing you back because I think I might have discovered a technique that is starting to work for me. I pulled the rubber off of the glass and did my best to reattach it to the car. And then, so I'm basically in the channel from here all along the bottom, up this edge, around this corner, and it's close. It's kind of ready to go in, and up to about here. Now this is a very difficult task. This is a lot of work. And the technique I have found is I need to stand on the inside, coming out the sunroof, and then using my forearms, lift up on the fiberglass, kind of expanding it upward, and then trying to, at the same time, work the rubber around. So I don't know if that made any sense, but I'm gonna set you up for another live action shot. I'm gonna spray this again. It's a warm day here in Southern California. It's, I'm guessing almost 80 degrees, and the soapy water doesn't last long, so I continue to spray it on, you know, anytime it looks like it's starting to dry out. But let me set up the tripod and I'll show you this technique. Oh man, I'm tired. This is a lot of work. I'm thinking that if I can get a bit more of this edge on, then maybe I need to go to the outside and work on the side. I think I'm going to go ahead and spray everything, because if the windshield needs to move one direction or another, it'll happen a lot easier if there's some lubricant in there. So I'm going to pull the lip back and spray even in the areas that I already have it seated. And I shall be bringing you back with a live clip. Give me a sec to set up. Okay. Okay, so here's the technique that I'm talking about. I need to use my forearms to kind of lift this up, and then I have access to the seal from below, and I lifting up on the fiberglass, trying to get this guy in. So this is really tough. Okay. Trying to get this working around. Try and rotate the seal into position. Whew. Oh, this is exhausting. Oh, I don't know if I have have gotten anywhere this time around, but I think I've demonstrated the technique that I'm trying to employ. So I'm probably gonna stop the video here in case I embarrass myself, but I will bring you back if I really screw the pooch. Okay, I just got a little bit further on that one. Okay, need a break. I'll bring you back soon in another clip. Okay, I'm close. I've got it in basically all the way around, and kind of started along the top. This is about where it's not started, and I just have this corner to do. So it's pretty much started here, so I just have this corner to do. Haven't broken it yet. I am absolutely exhausted. Yeah. Whoever does this, just realize you're in for a battle. I'll bring you back when I got something to show you. Oh my God, what time is it? I've been working on this for, I don't know, 4.5 hours. And I finally have the seal in on both the window and the frame. Oh my God, this was so much work. I am exhausted. Look at my poor arm. That's me standing up there and lifting up and trying to raise this roof to create more space for this window to go in. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about putting in this tightening gap. Man, it's tight already. It's tight. Oh, I actually developed a new technique. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this, but it really only works if you have a similar knee to foot ratio. But I was standing here and putting my knee up here, and then I was using my calf muscles to expand this roof line up, and then that gave me enough, gave me 2 hands to work on up here. Boy, I don't know. I absolutely did not know what I was getting involved in with this. I thought the back was tough. The front was way worse, way worse. Oh, gosh. There's still a chance of me breaking this. I still have to put in this locking strip. I don't even know. Like, maybe if you were doing this, I don't know, maybe you could figure out a mechanical version of my knee where you pushed off of the center console and lifted up the roof line. I just don't even know how you make this work easier, but it's in. I've got the, like I said, I've got the rubber on both the car and the window. It did not yet break the window. Wow, so much trouble. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and lube this up and then run that ball tool in the edges and try and make sure the window's in a happy place. Like, I don't know, if it's tight here and it's loose there, that tells me I need to shove the window over. I think if I shoot the glass with lube, you know, with the soapy water, and You definitely want to put this with the locking strip in with soapy so that the window can find its happy place. But I'm not sure if it's tighter than this on the other side, but I might spend a few minutes trying to shift the window one way, up, down, blah, 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 such that it gives me a better locking strip gap. Oh, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. For you that have gotten rid of your sunroof, I found it very beneficial to be standing through there and working that top edge in. These TVRs are not for the weak. You need a strong constitution to work on these things. Anyway, let me kind of shift that around and I'll bring you back when I've started the locking strip. Hope you're having a good evening. Okay, so this is the last clip of installing the front windshield. I'm going to find center line, and I guess I'll trim this one first. I'll make a mark, pull this out of the groove, cut it square, push it back in, and then I'll push this one up close, and I'll start, I'll cut it long like I did on the back and just start cutting little slivers until I think I can jam the two in so that they have a little bit of a compressive load to each other but still seat into the seal. So let me get that done and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I've got this trimmed to fit, and again I took my time and got a couple, cut one to the center line, and then the second one shaved it until it I think created a tight gap. And you know, this plastic, I think that's always going to show to have, it's not going to be a perfect fit. Well, it's a perfect fit, it just doesn't look as good, in my opinion, as it feels. But anyway, that's as good as I hoped it could be. That completes the installation of the front windshield. Really happy how that turned out. So with that last task done, front windshield in, that was really tough, really tough. I don't know if you have this coming up, but I'm not even sure I would trust this with someone that doesn't love your vehicle as much as you do. So I would recommend you give it a shot, and if I can do it, you can do it. So as I like to say, I hope you learned something. I know I did, and I appreciate you coming along, watching this video. And until next time, bye.